Hello, Read 585. I'm Heather Brandon, your course instructor, and I will be giving you a brief overview of assignment number 4, the staff development project. Initially, this was going to serve as a group presentation opportunity, but recently it has been decided that this will be an individual assignment. So, whereas before there were different roles that different teammates would fulfill, however, now you as an individual are getting to fulfill all of those roles. And I actually think this is a more beneficial way to approach this assignment because hopefully you can then use this more readily in your context. So this is assignment 4, the staff development project. The first step is to have a plan. And good news, with your SWOT analysis and your recommendation plan for part 3, you should already have your plan. So you should just need to review the context, summative, and formative data from assignment number 3 to plan for your professional development presentation. Once you do that, like I said, you alone will have many responsibilities for your role. First, you will need to set a purpose, and for each of these different responsibilities, there is currently a sample, an example up in the assignment resources section showing you exactly what this looks like. So first we have purpose setting. You need to establish the need for the school-wide staff development. You should share the data that led you to choose this focus, and you could refer to your SWOT analysis in doing so. Next, you need to provide research that shows that the focus you chose is valid and will lead to gains. So here's what we're doing and why we're doing it, and this is why it's going to project us forward. So what is the research showing? Next is providing an overview. So you will need to review the plan for the site, making sure that you explicitly review the role of each of the stakeholders. Stakeholders being administration, teachers, parents, students, specialists, literacy specialists, ELL specialists, resource teachers, anyone at your school site or in the larger community. You will also need to get into the specifics and share what you are planning for each month of the school year. So in September, we are going to do our introductory staff development for 3 hours, whole group, blah, 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 focused on our topic of, this. Then in the month of October, the instructional coach will be observing each teacher and doing one-on-one meetings with the teacher to provide feedback. Then in November, we're going to all be together analyzing trends observed in the in-class observations in our focus area. Then in December, we're going to conduct our first assessment to monitor progress of how we're doing implementing this new practice. And then in this month, so you get the idea, but you should outline, where are you going with this development and how is it going to be ongoing throughout the course of the school year. Then you will need to wear the hat of teacher and actually begin to train the staff in something. So you will want to highlight one strategy teachers can start with that will encapsulate the larger goal. So you actually need to teach something with your professional development. And given the time allotment of 30 minutes, you're going to need to pick something that is real specific and very small, minimal. It's something that will not take a lot of background building or explanation or anything of that nature because you just don't have the time to do that. And then the understanding checker, you will want to add active participation to your presentation to ensure that participants understand the information. And in the past, when this was a group presentation, there was some sort of understanding check at the end of each section, at the end of setting the purpose, at the end of the research, at the end of the overview, at the end of the teaching. You could just do one, check for understanding at the very end overall, or maybe one midway through and then one at the end. It's up to you, but you really should make this presentation active, include some questioning or something that teachers can do during. There is a rubric here, and it includes all of these pieces, so you will be scored with each of these to come up with one overall score. All right, the next step involves creating the PowerPoint. As always, you can use Microsoft PowerPoint, or there are a few other options like Prezi or Keynote or Google Docs or Impress. Once you have your PowerPoint created, you will need to narrate your presentation. I recommend using Screencast-O-Matic. That's what I use for our weekly lectures. You can do a free account at screencast-o-matic.com, but you only have a 15-minute limit, so you might need to break your presentation into two parts. You could also use VoiceThread. Then you will narrate your slides using Screencast-O-Matic. Your total presentation must not exceed 30 minutes. Once you are done recording, then you select upload your screencast, and you can either upload it to Screencast-O-Matic or you can upload it to YouTube. It's up to you, but it does take some time to do that upload. And then once it's all done, just send me the link via email for your presentation, and then I will post all of your links as one presentation in Titanium. All right, that's all I have to say about this assignment. The biggest thing is that you will be working individually, but there are a lot of samples up for you to look at for each of the big parts of your presentation. So good luck, and let me know if you need anything with this.